This video is about trapping pieces. The current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position and write down your answer. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So we're trying to trap some pieces here, right? We can think of what pieces are overextended from our opponent. The bishop is the one that is very overextended away from the rest of their pieces. And it doesn't really have many escape squares to go back. So we can go ahead in this position with the move c3, starting the pawn expansion to trap the bishop. The bishop only has a couple answers: bishop c5, bishop a5. Both moves have the next same move for white. So if we go bishop a5 or c5, we'll go ahead with b4, attacking the a5 and c5 square. This would push the bishop back to try to escape, but it's too late because of the finishing move a5. a5 completely traps the bishop. The bishop doesn't really have any squares to go to, and in return they will just try to get back some material like this. Right now in this position we will be up material, and we should probably try to win the game, right? The current position is white to move. Try to find the best sequence in this position. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the continuation in this position? So we're seeing that there's some overextension by the black queen, right? The queen doesn't really have many escape squares. The bishop is covering the g5 square. The pawn is defended on f5 by the queen. And also the g6 square is taken by the pawn, the little antennas, remember? And the queen is covering the h4 square. So in this position, the best move would just be to trap the queen with g4. g4 doesn't allow the queen to go anywhere and it's been attacked. In this position, black would probably just try to get back some material, but they just lost the queen. The current position is white to move. Try to find the best continuation in this position. You may stop the video now. Were you able to spot the sequence in this position? So we can see that the knight's away from the rest of the pieces. The knight also only has a couple of squares, b6 and c7. If we don't do anything about it, if we don't capitalize on covering c7, the knight will escape with a check and then try to run or hop away. So in this position, white to move, it would be great to just go ahead with king c6. King c6 is a move that gets closer to the knight, and at the same time it's still covering c7 and b6. With a follow-up move in the next turn would be just like king b7 and just capture the knight, right? So for example, if black were to push some pieces forward to try to promote or something, we can just get closer to the knight and just capture it and then try to get back into the play to win the game.